Hello everyone, in this class we will learn the word problems from linear equation in two variable chapter. The first type, that is numerator and denominator. The word problem of this type, numerator denominator. So you have to find out the fraction. So we will do the word problems topic wise. So in this class we will learn the word problems on numerator and denominator only. In the next class, the next topic. So before starting the examples, look at the trick that we are using to solve the word problems. Okay, so in this questions fraction and fraction type word problem, we have two things. One is numerator. So this type of question we will assume numerator to be x and denominator to be y, and some words that you have to remember. Whenever is, was, will be, that type of word is used, that means in the maths language we'll use the sign is equal to. For more than or added to, in that case we have to use the sign plus. For less than, subtract from, in that case of word we have to use the sign minus. Okay, twice means we have to multiply 2, thrice means we have to multiply 3, and so on. Similarly off word will come, so off word means multiplication. Okay, so these are the key word that how to convert in the mathematical sign, that is very important. Okay, and we have to find out two things, and this is a word problem of linear equation two variable. So two things we have to assume. One is numerator, that we'll consider as x, and one is denominator, that we'll consider as y. So let's start with the first question. So the question is, a fraction become 1 upon 3 when 1 is subtracted from the numerator and denominator. Okay, only numerator. And it become 1 by 4 when 8 is added to its denominator. So find the fraction. Okay, so we have to find the fraction. So fraction is two things, one is numerator and one is denominator. So when you write the solution, the first step is you have to consider the numerator and denominator. So we'll assume the numerator. Okay, the numerator is equal to x, and we'll consider denominator to be denominator as y. Now look at the first condition. So fraction become, so becomes mean is equal to, so we'll write is equal to, so becomes how much? 1 upon 3. So when it become 1 upon 3, when 1 is subtracted from the numerator. So what is the numerator? Numerator is nothing but x. So from x, 1 we have to subtract, so it become x minus 1 upon, so fraction means upon, y is nothing. Okay, y is nothing, no change in the y denominator, so the denominator as it is. Only the numerator we have subtracted 1, so we are getting the fraction 1 upon 3. Okay, so the first condition is x minus 1 upon y is equal to 1 upon 3. Now we'll do the cross multiplication. So this 3 will multiply here, so 3 into x minus 1 is equal to, this y will multiply here, so y into 1, which is y. So if you multiply 3 inside, what will get? 3x minus 3 into 1, 3 is equal to y. So if we take this y this side and minus 3 that side, so we'll get our first equation as 3x minus y is equal to plus 3. So let's say equation number 1. Now look at the second condition, and it becomes 1 by 4. So becomes 1 by 4 means is equal to 1 upon 4. So when it is equal to 1 by 4, when 8 is added to its denominator. So denominator means what? Denominator means y. So in the denominator we are adding 8. So y plus 8. Okay. No change in the numerator. So numerator x as it is. So this is our second condition. So do the cross multiplication. So x into 4, 4x is equal to, if you multiply this y plus 8 here, so 1 into y plus 8, that is same as it is. So 4x is equal to, if you multiply 1 inside, you will get 1 into y plus 1 into 8, 8. So take this y this side, so you'll get 4x minus y is equal to 8. So this is our second equation. Now if you write this both the equation together, so first is 3x minus y is equal to 3, equation number 1, and second is 4x minus y is equal to 8, equation number 2. Okay, so you can see that in both the equation we have minus y same. Okay, so if you change the sign of the second equation, 4x is plus, so it become minus. This is minus, so it become plus, and this is plus, so it become minus. So by just subtracting the equation, 3x minus 4x, which is minus x, minus y plus y, that will get cancelled. Okay, we have to consider the new sign, and 3 minus 8. So 3 minus 8, which is nothing but minus 5. So minus x is equal to minus 5. That means if we cancel out the sign from both the side, we will get x is equal to 5. So we got the value of x, which is numerator. Now to find out y, denominator, we will substitute the value of y in one of them equation. So let's put x is equal to 5 in equation number 1. So equation number 1 is what? 3x minus y is equal to 3. So 3 instead of x we have to put 5 minus y is equal to 3. So 3 into 5 15. So 15 minus y is equal to 3. So if we take this 15 that side, we will get minus y is equal to 3 minus 15. Okay, so we'll get minus y is equal to 3 minus 15, which is minus 12. So if we cancel out the sign, we'll get y is equal to 12. So our value of y is 12, which is nothing but denominator. So we have to find out what? The fraction. So the last answer is, therefore the fraction is equal to x upon y. Okay, fraction is x upon y. So x is what? X is 5 upon y is nothing but 12. So this is our final answer. Okay, look at the next problem. So the question is, the sum of numerator and denominator of the fraction is 12. If the denominator is increased by 3, the fraction become 1 by 2. So find the fraction. So what is the first step? Let's consider the numerator is x. Okay, so the first step is, let numerator is x and denominator is y. So look at the first condition. So first condition is from here to here. So what is given? The sum. So sum means what? Sum means addition. So plus. Sum of what? Numerator. So what is numerator? X. And denominator. So denominator is what? Y. So sum of x and y of the fraction is means is equal to, which is given 12. So directly we are getting the first equation. The sum of numerator and denominator of the fraction is 12. Okay, here you could directly, it is given sum means addition, numerator means x, denominator is y. The sum is given 12. So this is our first equation. Now look at the second condition. If the denominator is increased by 3, then the fraction is become 1 by 2. So now we have to write down in terms of fraction, because now the second condition is talking about the fraction value. So the fraction become 1 by 2. That means is equal to 1 upon 2. But whenever denominator is increased by 3. So denominator means upon, denominator is what? Y. So in y we are increasing means plus. How much? 3. Okay, and numerator there is no change, so we have to write down numerator x as it is. So whenever we are increasing the numerator means y plus 3, in that case fraction is 1 upon 2. So now we have to do the cross multiplication. So 2 will come here, so 2 into x 2x is equal to y plus 3, we have to multiply here, so 1 into y plus 3. So if we multiply 1 inside, what will get? 2x is equal to 1 into y plus 1 into 3 3. So if we take this y this side, so 2x minus y is equal to 3. So this is our second equation. So if we look at our first and second equation, x plus y is equal to 12, first equation, and second is 2x minus y is equal to 3, second equation. So look at both the equation carefully. Here in both the equation, plus y minus y, that is getting cancelled directly. So we have to just simply add the equation. So x plus 2x, which is 3x, plus y minus y will get cancelled, so is equal to 12 plus 3, which is 15. So 3x is equal to 15, that means x is equal to 15 upon 3, that is nothing but x is equal to 3 5 is 15. So we are getting x is equal to 5. Now the next step is we have to find out y, denominator. So let's substitute the value of y, put x is equal to 5 in equation number, let's say 1. Okay, you can put in any one of them equation. So first equation we have x plus y is equal to 12. So if you put x is equal to 5, so 5 plus y is equal to 12. So if we take 5 that side, we'll get y is equal to 12 minus 5. So y is equal to what you will get, 12 minus 5, which is nothing but 7. So our denominator is y. So therefore the final step, the required fraction, the required fraction is equal to x upon y. So x is 5 upon y is nothing but 7. So this is our final answer. Look at the next question. Look at the next problem. The denominator of a fraction is 4 more than twice the numerator. Okay, let's break the first condition first. We have to find out the fraction. So our first step is what? Let the numerator is x and denominator is y. This is our first line. Now, so according to first condition, what is given? The denominator. So denominator means what? Y. Of a fraction is means is equal to 4 more than. So 4 more than means plus 4. More than means plus. Now how much more? 4. So 4 more than means plus 4. But in which quantity plus 4? Twice the numerator. So twice means 2 multiply by what? Numerator. So numerator means what? X. So twice the numerator means 2 times x. Okay. So we got our first equation, y is equal to 2x plus 4. Let's keep as it is. The second, when both the numerator and denominator are decreased by 6, comma. Okay, so let's decode this first. Numerator means what? X. If we decreased by 6, that means x minus 6. Denominator means what? Y. So if we decrease by 6, that means y minus 6. Okay. So after decreasing, numerator is x minus 6, denominator is y minus 6. Now the condition is starting from here. So after doing this, the denominator. So what is the denominator now? Y minus 6. So y minus 6 becomes. So becomes means what? Is equal to 12 times. 12 times means 12 multiply by. So we'll write bracket. Okay, bracket means multiplication only. 12 times the numerator. So what is the numerator? X minus 6. Okay, this we have to consider because this statement is connected with this. So 12 times the numerator. Numerator is what? X minus 6. Okay. So if you multiply this, y minus 6 is equal to, multiply 12 inside. So 12 into x, 12x minus 12 into 6, 72. Okay. Now let's solve this question by using substitution method. Okay, so if we apply the first equation here, so from the first equation, what is the value of y? The value of y is 2x plus 4. If we substitute here instead of y, so y is nothing but 2x plus 4 minus 6 as it is equal to 12x minus 72. Okay, so if we solve this, 2x, then 4 minus 6, which is nothing but minus 2, is equal to 12x minus 72. Okay, so let's interchange the term like terms. So if we take this 12x here and this minus to this side, so we'll get 2x minus 12x is equal to minus 72, and if we take this minus to this side, become plus 2. So 2x minus 12x, which is minus 10x, is equal to minus 72 plus 2, which is nothing but minus 70. So from here we can say x is equal to minus 70. This minus 10 will go in the denominator, so minus 10. So x is equal to minus minus will get cancelled, and 10 sevens are 70. So we got our x value, that is numerator, which is nothing but 7. Now let's put the value of x in the first equation here. So first equation is what? Y is equal to 2x plus 4. So if we substitute the value of x, which is nothing but 7 plus 4, so 2 into 7, 14 plus 4. So 14 plus 4, which is nothing but 18. So the value of y is nothing but 18. Okay. So our required fraction is what? Therefore, the required fraction is equal to x upon y. So x is 7 upon y is 18. So this is our correct answer. Look at the next one. Look at the next one. The numerator of a fraction is 2 less than the denominator. Okay. So here again the same thing. In the first line we have to write down what? Let the numerator be x and denominator be y. This is common. Now let's decode the first statement. So what is given? So in the first statement they are not mentioned any fraction. Only the numbers are there. That means we don't have to write down in a fraction. Only the numerator and denominator. So the numerator means what? X. So we'll write x of a fraction is means what? Is equal to 2 less. 2 less means minus 2. 2 less means minus 2. So for which from which quantity we have to do minus 2? Then the denominator. After that, then the denominator. So denominator means what? Y. Okay. So we got our one equation, x is equal to y minus 2. Now look at the second condition. If 1 is added to both numerator and denominator, the ratio. Okay, so now they are talking about the ratio. So we have to write down in the fraction or ratio. Okay. So 1 is added. 1 is added means plus 1. So in which quantity plus 1? Both numerator as well as denominator. That means x plus 1 and also y plus 1. Okay. In that case, the ratio means x plus 1 upon y plus 1 becomes 2 is to 3. So becomes means is equal to 2 is to 3 means 2 upon 3. Okay. So from the second condition we got this one. So we'll do the cross multiplication. So 3 into x plus 1, which is nothing but 3 bracket x plus 1, is equal to this y plus 1 we have to multiply with 2. So 2 into y plus 1. So multiply 3 inside here. So 3 into x 3x plus 3 into 1, which is 3, and here 2 into y 2y plus 2 into 1, which is 2. Okay. Now apply the first equation. We'll use the substitution method here. So what is the value of x? X is nothing but y minus 2. So just substitute here instead of x. So 3 inside the bracket y minus 2 plus 3 as it is equal to 2y plus 2. Okay. So just multiply this 3 inside. So what you will get? 3 into y 3y minus 3 into 2, which is nothing but 6, plus 3 as it is equal to 2y plus 2. So let's collect the like term. So 3y minus 6 plus 3, which is nothing but minus 3, is equal to 2y plus 2. So if I take this 2y this side and minus 3 this side, so what we'll get? 3y minus 2y is equal to 2 plus 3. So 3y minus 2y, which is nothing but y, is equal to 2 plus 3, which is nothing but 5. So we got our y value, which is nothing but denominator, that is equal to 5. Now substitute the value of y in which equation? First equation. So directly we will get the value of x. So x is equal to what we have? Y minus 2. So y is 5. So 5 minus 2, which is nothing but 3. Okay, so we got both the value x and y. So the final statement, therefore, the required fraction is equal to x upon y. So x is 3 upon y is nothing but 5. So this is our final answer. Look at the next problem. The next problem, that is on double addition. Okay. So a fraction become 1 by 2 when 2 is added to both numerator and denominator. So again the same thing. Consider numerator is x and denominator to be y. So decode the first statement. So first statement is from here to here. Okay. And the statement fraction is used. That means we have to write down our condition in terms of fraction only. So fraction becomes 1 by 2. So becomes means is equal to 1 upon 2. Okay. So in the right hand side we are writing fraction. That means in the left hand side also we have to write down in a fraction. So what is given? When 2 is added? 2 is added to what? Both numerator and denominator. So numerator is x. In that we have to add 2. That means x plus 2. Denominator is y. In that also we have to add up 2. So y plus 2. Okay. Then do the cross multiplication. So 2 into x plus 2 is equal to y plus 2 into 1. Okay. So 1 into y plus 2. So if we multiply numbers inside, so 2 into x 2x plus 2 into 2, which is 4, is equal to 1 into y plus 1 into 2 2. Okay. So let's take this y this side, so 2x, if it y this side will come, so minus y is equal to, and if we take this 4 this side, it become 2 minus 4. So what you will get, 2x minus y is equal to 2 minus 4, which is minus 2. So let's call it equation number 1. Now look at the second condition. If 3 is added to both numerator and denominator. Okay, so now we have to add up 3. So numerator is x, we have to add up 3. So x plus 3 upon denominator is y, we have to add plus 3. So it become 2 by 3. Okay, so if we are adding 3 to the numerator and denominator, the fraction is 2 upon 3. So we'll do the cross multiplication again. So 3 into x plus 3 is equal to 2 into y plus 3. So if we multiply 3 inside, we will get 3 into x plus 3 into 3, which is nothing but 9, is equal to 2 into y, 2y, plus 2 into 3, which is nothing but 6. So if we take this 2y this side and 9 this side, so we'll get 3x minus 2y is equal to 6 minus 9. Okay, so 3x minus 2y, 6 minus 9, which is nothing but minus 3. Let's call it equation number 2. So now we have to solve by using elimination method. So first equation is 2x minus y is equal to minus 2, and the second equation is 3x minus 2y is equal to minus 3. Equation number 1 and 2. So how to solve in easy method? So you can see that the coefficient of y, in the first equation coefficient of y is 1, and here it is minus 2. Okay, if you don't take minus sign then. So just multiply equation 1 by 2. So the coefficient of y will be same. So if you multiply the first equation only by 2, so 2 into 2 4x minus 2 into y 2y is equal to minus 2 into 2, which is minus 4. Keep second equation as it is, 3x minus 2y is equal to minus 3. Okay, so you can see that the coefficient of y is same now. So to cancel out, we will change the sign of the second equation. So this will become minus, plus, and this become plus. It is minus, so it is plus. So 4x minus 3x, which is nothing but x, minus 2y plus 2y will get cancelled, minus 4 and plus 3. Okay, new sign we have to consider. So minus 4 plus 3, which is nothing but minus 1. Okay, so we are getting x is nothing but equal to minus 1. Now substitute the value of x in one of them equation. So let's put in the equation number 1. So 2 into minus 1 minus y is equal to minus 2. Okay. So from here 2 into minus 1, which is nothing but minus 2, minus y is equal to minus 2. So if we take this minus 2 that side, what you will get, y is equal to minus 2 plus 2. Okay, so we are getting 0, but that is not possible. Let's check. Okay, so method is correct. We are getting y is equal to 0. Okay, so if you write the final step, you will get the fraction is minus 1 by 0. Okay, but that is not possible. In the fraction, denominator never be 0. Okay, so there is some error in the question, but the method is same. Okay, whenever like this question will come, you have to use like this equation only, and you have to solve. So this is all about the fraction type word problem. If you like this video, then share with your friend, and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.